Hello guys, Open Eye here. As promised, I said I'd do a review of the VAXEE PA mousepad, and somebody in the comments asked me to compare it to the ARTISAN Zero. The ARTISAN Zero. This is my older pad. We'll get to that in a moment. I don't really use this anymore, but I have just ordered another one because I do like this one very much. VAXEE PA. This is the one I'm currently using. I like it. And they asked me to compare it to the ZOWIE, is it G-SR? ZOWIE G-SR. I've got the ZOWIE G-SR here. There you go, right there. Right. First things first, where to start? I'm going to start with, I've got a couple of quotations on my phone to navigate through. Base of mousepad, first one. Let's talk about this. Right. This, on my desk, sticks very well. I don't know if you can see compared to this, right? That's the PA. It sticks well. It does slide a little bit, but nothing compared to this. The base of the mousepad of the G-SR on this is, it's not too good. It will slide if you like to throw your mouse around a lot. However, it doesn't slide all over the place that it's uncontrollable. It will stick, of course. So the base of the mousepad of the Zero, I would say this one wins. As you can see, this is, it looks kind of like leather, like a leather coating or something, and it sticks very good. This will not budge one little bit. This sticks like glue. For me, it does anyway. I don't know for anybody else out there. So if I had to rate the base of the mousepad in order, I'm gonna say the ZOWIE wins, then the PA, and then the G-SR. So that wins. That comes second place. G-SR third place. That doesn't mean the G-SR is bad, but it does slide a little bit more than the PA, and the PA does slide a tiny little bit, but a lot less than most mouse pads I've ever used previously in the past. This will not budge. This is like glue, the Zero. Right, so let's move on to the next part. The stitching, here we go. This is going to be fun. Right, I'm not a fan of stitching until I met the Zero. The stitching on the Zero, if I can just put this up to the camera, whether you can see it or not. Right, the stitching on the Zero, it's thinner than the mouse pad. A lot thinner than the mouse pad. So there's the mouse pad, and the stitching, your fingers will not touch the stitching when you do that with it. And I love that. I'm not a fan of stitching, and I love the stitching on. This is the first mousepad I've ever liked stitching on. However, let me get to the G-SR. However, the G-SR, I hate the stitching on this mousepad. It's horrible. If you're not wearing a long sleeve or a gaming sleeve, it will more than likely irritate if you play with your mouse. Like, say you're holding your mouse flat-handed. Some people play like this, some people play like this. I play with my arm straight, so this will irritate my wrist because the stitching is higher than the mouse pad. So, again, I'm going to say this, the PA, stitching, there's no stitching. So you don't have to worry about that. So there's nothing to talk about this. However, I've had this for a good while now. I didn't want to do the review straight away because I was expecting it to fray here because it's got no stitching. It's frayed a little tiny bit, and I've had it for about 4-5 months now. It's frayed a tiny little bit, but it's still not noticeable. Still, the mouse pad is still in decent shape. I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to skip through things very quickly and just do a brief review of things for you. The speed, right? The speed. This will be a good one. The speed of the mouse pad. The fastest is the Zero. But the tracking on the Zero feels much better than these two mouse pads. These two mouse pads, the G-SR and the PA, it's very similar, but the PA is a tiny little bit faster. It's only noticeable if you're coming from, if you're a long time user of the G-SR. But however, this mousepad does slow down the PA. It does slow down eventually after you've, worn it in a little bit. If you want the slowest mousepad, if you're a CSGO player and you want the slowest mousepad, the most muddiest mousepad, the G-SR, if you want something with a tiny, and I'm saying minute speed over the G-SR, then the PA. However, the PA does an excellent job for Counter-Strike players, Valorant players, and I even play Overwatch on the PA, so I don't have a trouble with playing Overwatch on that either. But I do prefer this for tracking, the Zero. I think this is much better. I don't know, I just feel like I've got better control on this pad. However, I don't have an issue on the PA or the G-SR. I just feel like I've changed my sensitivity. I mean, my DPI from 400 to 1600, and I feel like I'm enjoying speed a bit more over like control, because I don't know. I think I'm evolving, or de-evolving, whatever you want to call it, the opposite. Let's move on. I don't want to talk too much over about this because I am kind of comparing. This video is going to be a comparison, the PA to these, by the way. Prices, right? I've just brought another Zero. It's cost me £50 for a Zero mousepad. £50, that's including shipping. Right, so £50 straight from Japan. I just had to fork out for another Zero, but I love this mousepad. So in my aspect and the way I play, I prefer this pad over these two, because I don't really play tactical shooters anymore. So the main comparison for me would be between, for these two, if I was still playing tacticals, the price, I would honestly pick the PA, because the stitching is what would stop me buying the G-SR. The PA is an excellent mousepad, and it moves a lot less on the desk than the G-SR. Let me just move this out of the way. Oh, I'll review that if anybody's interested. It's the Wooting HE60. So here we go. I don't know, like, I move this here, and it's moving a bit more. It's got less friction. And that's the G-SR, by the way. This is the PA. It's got a little bit more friction than the G-SR. So yeah, for that reason, I'll probably go for the PA. And the PA, I think the PA cost me roughly £30 for this mousepad. And I think, if I'm correct, I could be wrong. I'll put the prices down in the description. I think the PA is cheaper than the G-SR, you know. Sure about that. Could be wrong though. So I would say for the pricing, if you're looking for a good mousepad at a decent price, I would go for the PA, honestly. because I feel it offers more than GSR. And that sounds strange because they're both bloody mouse pads. But because of the stitching, I like the no stitching. If you like the stitching, go with the GSR by all means. Secondly, fifthly, sorry, I don't know why I said secondly. Humidity. Right. Humidity. I played this throughout summer, and now it's cold here in the UK. The PA. I've not really noticed any humidity problems with the PA, to be honest with you. None at all. When it's warm, when it's cold, the mouse just feels the same. Zero humidity, no problems on this, as I can remember. The mouse feels the same, winter and cold. And yeah. GSR, humidity does affect the GSR. So when it's like warm or you got a rainy day or something like that, I've noticed when I used to play on this, I used to play Valorant, a lot of Valorant on the GSR. Different days, my aim would feel differently because of the humidity. The UK does have different is affected by humidity quite a lot, to be honest with you. So humidity wise, it does affect the GSR. It doesn't affect the PA. And it doesn't affect the Zero. Next. Quality. Right, quality. Zero wins again. Zero wins by quality. This lasted me over a good solid year and hard gaming, tracking. And then it gained a dead spot here. So that's the reason why I brought another one, because it's got a dead spot here. And yeah, I do feel it when I come out of that dead spot. Quality out of these two, PA and GSR, I'd say I'm gonna go, because I've had another GSR before in the past, and that did wear down quite fast. I'm gonna say the PA slightly beats the GSR quality wise, because it's got a better base as well. I feel like it's got a better base. It might be different, but might be the same. But for me, I feel, I don't know. And I've had this for a good 6 months. It's not gained a dead spot yet. I do feel, by looking at it, it looks like it might be gaining one. But I don't feel anything. The GSR does wear down very quickly. Especially the stitching as well. It starts coming away from my past experience with the last GSR. Guys, I think that's it. I didn't want to make this video too long. Didn't want to waste your time with this. I wanted to, because I know it's free mouse pads. So yeah, that's it. Quality, zero. If you want the slowest mouse pad, I'll just sum everything down very quickly. Quality, zero. Then PA, then GSR. If you want the slowest mouse pad out of them all, GSR, PA, then zero, because this will be the fastest one, the zero. If you want the best, I think if you want the best tracking, I'm gonna go with the. I know this sounds strange. It really does sound strange to say, but I feel like the zero does offer better tracking, strangely enough. But if you want the slowest, I'm gonna say GSR and PA. Then zero, yeah. Quality, zero wins by all means, but it costs more. Anyway, guys, that's a summary of everything. Thank you for checking my video out. Yeah. If I've got if you're looking for me to review the keyboard, pop us a comment, and I'll do what I can, guys. Thank you for checking the video out. Have a blessed day.